Lord, turn me up.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Married Bunch Podcast. I'm William,
Keonda,
Chris,
Crystal,
Nico,
and Brianna.
and we are the bunch. In this episode of Love and Marriage with the McLean's, the couple opens up about the real, unfiltered side of their relationship, sharing both the laughter and the lessons that they have shaped their marriage. They dive into honest conversations about communication, trust, and choosing each other even on the hard days, while also celebrating the joy, humor, and small moments that keep them connected. Through personal stories and practical insight, the McLean's remind listeners that marriage isn't about perfection, but about partnership, growth, and showing up with love every single day.
Yay!
Let's go.
Yes.
Welcome. What's going on?
Welcome to McLean's.
Thank you.
Y'all go ahead, introduce yourself.
I'm LaKristen.
I'm Antrell.
All right, and so we know them because we do life with these people.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
That is the slogan.
Yeah, we do life with them. We go to the same church, Christian Provision. So that's how we met them. And Trail, you are a part of the production. You are the production.
Yeah, you go.
He is the production.
You're right.
No. Let's clarify that. I am the production director. However, I get the opportunity to lead a team of people.
Yeah.
I get the opportunity to help, I'd say, young, want to be videographers, creatives, find their way. And if I put this politically, give them free training and free life skills because they choose to do it in the right way by serving in church.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That was great.
Yeah.
So we gonna get into it. Start off by just tell us y'all story about how y'all met and just give us the real.
So
How we meet.
we actually met. It was my 10th grade year of high school, his 9th grade year. And we went on a trip at school. We would go to North Carolina A&T University. They had a university day. And one of his friends had a car. We didn't want to ride the bus. So we hopped in the car. I knew him. His friend was one of my friends. We were in the same grade together. So it was my first day meeting him. And from Sanford to Greensboro, it's about a 45-minute drive. Mm-hmm. This lovely man of mine talked from the time we left Sanford.
That's what she said.
Until we were about 15 minutes away from Greensboro.
That's what she said.
On one breath.
Now, I don't know how I did that. But that's
He
what
kept
she said. That's the
talking and
story.
talking
That's the
and
story.
talking and talking. And then he finally took a deep breath and said, and went to sleep. For 15 minutes, for the last drive in. And it was like, are you serious? But that was our first time meeting each other. And if you would have told me that day that we would have been together, I'd have said, you out your mind. Ain't no way. But even through that, we started seeing each other more frequently around school. His family, I'm so intertwined with his family that it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. One of his cousins, me and her been friends since we were in the second grade. Had never seen this boy, this lovely man before, never seen him. And then when me and him actually started dating, she was like, so I know we been friends, but I gotta back off because I don't know how this is gonna work out between y'all, and I don't want our friendship to get messy because of y'all. Mm-hmm. So it was, I would say, the first year or two we were together, me and her, we really didn't talk until I actually started going around the family. And then she was like, oh yeah, you in here, you coming around the family. And so his family is honestly the immediate family. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are Army.
It's an army. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's an Army.
And I'm just gonna like the last trip we just went on. It was 19 of us on the trip.
Oh.
And that's just a small piece of them. So again, his family's huge. We met that early on, and I would say our introduction to actually dating was when we were both working at Wendy's. Correct? So yeah, we were working at Wendy's, and happened to be, I was at work on a Sunday. He came by to pick up his schedule, and he told his mama he was gonna marry me. I said, "Uh-oh."
See now,
Here we go.
that might be true. I don't know. That's what she says. That's
I
what she
remember
says.
there's some things in between that I might be fuzzy on, but those first interactions is like, I got those pretty much down pat. No. But yeah, I would say that he said that, and then it was probably about a month or two after that where you kissed me by the.
She wasn't ready for the game. That's all. She wasn't ready.
So yeah, when it was after that, it was like, okay, well, we might. Let's see where this goes. So I would say from that point forward, it was my senior year of high school by this time that we actually started dating, so to speak. And we dated, took some time away from each other, and still talked in that time frame, but we came back together. So okay. Yeah. Do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Nah, it sounds pretty accurate. I'm not. That's pretty much how.
So on the way to Greensboro, did he allow you to say anything?
No.
Or-
No. It was just random conversations. It was nothing specific. It was just random stuff, just like over and just again, 9th grade, 10th grade, 9th grade, and it was just random. It's nothing about that conversation that I remember other than him continuously.
See, I was trying to be courteous. You don't just want to sit there. Like it's an hour ride from Sanford to Greensboro. Right? I'm just trying to make conversation and be friendly. I don't just want to sit here in the back seat and just look at you crazy or something. I'm trying to. Again, she wasn't ready for the game.
But the kicker part to that is he talked to me the whole way there, but then when we got there and he got around his cousins, he was like, yeah, I don't know her. Oh. So it was like you ran game the whole time, but then when you get there, it was like, hold on, it's a sea of girls. And I don't know. So it was like,
Bad
influence.
So what made y'all fall in love, and how did y'all know like this is it? This is the one.
She looking at me, so I guess you want me to answer that. I'm gonna say again, back then we started dating at 17 and 18, so we're extremely young. I would have to say I didn't know for a while, but there was a situation that happened, and I'll be fully transparent. Hanging out one night, probably being real grown, got into a situation to where we're driving home, and there was a guy walking on the street. I'm in one car, she's in another car, and as I think the first car passes this gentleman, and then I'm in the car that's behind him, we hear some shots go off. And it became apparent that this gentleman must have fired at one of the two cars that we're in, right? Mm-hmm. So when we get to, we had just gotten a little apartment. When we get to the apartment, dude pulls up. So now, me and a couple of my guys, again, we out being grown, so we feeling a little right, and tensions drawn in the moment. A fight ensues, and in the middle of the scuffle, I hear a few more shots, and then I just hear this little light voice, y'all ain't gonna jump on my man, get off him. And look over, and she got the blicky up in the air like, okay. So if the situation is like that, okay, she might actually ride for me. So this is for real. I can't let her go.
I believe you made the right choice, bro. I believe you made the right choice, bro.
I made the right choice.
I was not anticipating that.
No.
I didn't know what was.
I told y'all, unfiltered, real raw. You're gonna get complete honesty. This is how people grow. So
Yeah.
So I would go into it and say, like, what are some of the qualities that you admire? You know, but I mean, you just said it. Like, that's a great quality.
I know she gonna ride with me 1,000%.
Yeah.
She is a trooper. But even beyond that, all seriousness, she's always been a nurturer, like straight up and down. Even before we had kids, the way she, I don't want to sound too cliche or old school, but you know, I think every man is searching for those qualities that we saw in our moms, right? And she's always embodied that. Like, even back at 17, 18, she cooking for me. And some people say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Okay, that could be true.
No front. That's what my great grandma told me.
She fed me real good for many, many years. And then, you know, always taking care of me. It was periods of time when I was down bad, I'm not working. She strapped on the hard hat and let's go get it. Let's ride. I'm gonna pay every bill. I'm gonna carry you. Even carried me through school. So she's always been a nurturer. She's definitely my best friend. She's always been somebody that I could talk to, like just like we having this conversation right now, real raw, unfiltered. Yeah, it's my partner.
That's what's up, man.
Y'all trying to make me cry early.
Nah.
We got a long way to go.
We got some tissue. Go ahead.
Real. So what are some of the qualities that you admire about each other?
Yeah.
Her.
Yeah, her.
So, with far as with him, he's always been a visionary. Even when from early on when we first started dating, he always told me he wanted to be in the entertainment field. If y'all don't know, he's a singer. That's where he came up initially. Okay. And so I was always thinking, okay, he gonna do singing, you know. All right, cool, no problem. And then he's tried that, he dibbling down, he did all the things that would come along with that, and then he finally said, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a singer. I don't want to do singing anymore, but I want to stay in the entertainment field.
Right. So
he was like, let me pivot. And so I was like, okay, no problem. No problem. We can. What do you want to do? And so from the visionary, it's always been a protector. Because like he said, even through that situation where he knew I was his ride,
right.
I knew he was mine because of my upbringing. Not my father wasn't around. My grandfather, he passed away. Then my step-pops, he passed away. And so even in that, he's been my rock through everything. So visionary, protector, again, best friend. I can talk to this dude about anything. And some things, as women, you may not necessarily want to talk to your man about. And it's, babe, I need, and it's, I just go off and he be like, all right. And then he said, okay, now, do you want my opinion or was you just venting? So earlier on, he would always try to fix it. And I kept saying, I don't need you to fix it. I just need you to listen. And so once he got past the point of actually trying to fix it and just listening, he was like, oh, okay, you just, all right, okay. So visionary, protector, best friend, great father.
Why, thank you.
I would say to those that get in his circle, he's a great friend as well. He wears his, whether you know it or not, for y'all to just, he wears his heart on his sleeve. So he'll give you the shirt off his back if that's what you need. But if he feel you playing him, then he gonna be like, oh no, son. So he'll call you to the carpet as well. But yeah, so those are some of my things that I love about him. So yeah.
That was good, y'all.
Like I said, she's always supported me, so I definitely love that. That nurturer, and again, she's always been there in ways that I didn't even know that I might have needed at that time. So, just she's the same way. She loves me extremely hard. I'll say that. And yeah.
That's good. So who said I love you first?
I honestly don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
It's been so long.
I wouldn't be shocked if it was me, but I honestly don't remember that.
I don't remember. Yeah. That's funny. I don't remember that.
They just know somebody said.
Somebody
Yeah,
said
right.
it.
Somebody said
At
it.
some point.
But I don't know if we asked this question. So how long have y'all been together total, and then how long have y'all been married?
28 years total, 23 years married.
Okay. It's a long time.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I know
But the
black
funny
don't crack. We look like we 25.
right.
but the funny thing is to that, I would say, although the total time we've been together has been 28 years and 23 years married on paper, but solidified actually saying, okay, we in this thing, I would say about 16 or 17 years. Because there was a time frame when we actually got married that we were technically still in the boyfriend girlfriend stage. We were married, but we weren't taking it serious. And that's just because broken homes. You don't. My example was my grandparents. Both of our parents were divorced, but divorced and remarried. So we didn't get to see the inner workings of what a true happy marriage was. So we had to basically figure it out. So I would say 16 to 17, truly thugging it out. We in this thing together. But one thing about it all, when we actually said we were getting married, we also said we weren't getting divorced. So whatever that came with that, we were gonna deal with it.
Okay. So how long were you engaged?
It really wasn't an engagement. And that's because we had already, by the time we got married, we had already lived together. So we lived together for, let's see.
About a year.
Yeah, no. It was about 2-3 years we lived together. Because
I'll say 2. Yeah, I'll say 2.
Yeah, so it was 2 years.
We were in the apartment for a year, and then we moved into your grandmother's little
house.
trailer.
Yep.
Yeah.
We went from the apartment to from the apartment to the trailer, and we were there. And then the trailer's where we broke up. We broke up for a year.
Oh wow!
It was a
During
year.
the engagement?
No.
Before
I was about to say.
So we broke up for a year, and in that time, we actually started dating each other again.
Oh, okay.
We didn't. Although we said we done, we won't done. We won't done. We took some time away from each other. I would say probably about 6 months where we didn't really. I won't vibing with him. It was me. I won't vibing with him.
No, I was longer than that, but
Yeah.
that's to the point. That's
No,
beside the
6,
point.
7 months where we won't talking.
Okay.
So about 6 or 7 months where we weren't talking, and then we started talking again, and it was in that time frame. It was like, okay, might see how this goes, and then I would say so. It was probably about February of 03, January, February of 03. He moved out of his mom's house, and he was like, "Hey, you want to come live with me?" It's like, so of course I talked to my mom, talked to my grandparents, and both of them was like, "Y'all already did the living thing together. Y'all already did that. So what's next? If y'all living together, y'all need to be married at this point, because what are y'all doing?" So I went to him and I said, So I'll live with you, but we got to get married. And so it was literally a Thursday when we had this conversation. And we were going to go to the courthouse. Just short, sweet, to the point. We're just going to go to the courthouse. His mom won't have a bit of it. So Thursday we had the conversation. Friday is where we told I told my mom, he told his mom. So it was Friday morning when we told his mom. We got married Saturday at 4:00.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So yeah, it was literally
2 days.
So we had a discussion on
Like
Thursday.
24 hours.
24 hours.
Right.
I just had to make sure she got that
Yeah,
story
24.
right.
It was 24. Again, I said it was Friday, May 7th, about 8, 9 o'clock that morning. And we got married on Saturday, May 8th at 4:00 in the afternoon at his grandmother's house in the front yard.
Wow.
And we had, when I say everything that a normal wedding would have, we had everything.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yes. Now, and it was the power. My step pops at the time, he was still alive, and he was a caterer, so he cooked. My mother-in-law, she had just gotten remarried around probably about a year before that, and I went with her to pick out her dress. We were the same size at that time, so it was like, oh, got your dress. Cool. Works. Check that off. And so my best friend, she was my maid of honor. We went and got her dress, and my best friend, she was a hairstylist, so she did my hair. So it was my mom did my makeup. It was like literally everything fell into place.
Yeah.
There was a rental place in Sanford that had like all those chairs and the arches and all this stuff. He had to go pick up all of this stuff on Saturday morning and get it all set up. So it was literally 24 hours. That was it.
Wow.
Wow. That's crazy.
First so that's impressive.
I'm telling you.
Phenomenal.
Shout out to mama. That's all I can say.
Yes, shout out to mom. She's wonderful. There's some things, some people tell you they hate their mother-in-laws. Oh, I love mine. I love that woman down. You know what I mean? I do.
Yeah. The next question was going to be, what role did your families play in your relationship? But I mean,
So at the beginning, I'll say at the beginning, my grandmother, she did not love this man. She did not. She did not. But at the time too, being a young black man, she didn't see what I saw in him. She didn't have the intimate conversations that I had with him. And my mom, she was like, I don't know. And it was just, because, as parents, you want your child to find somebody that's working, that's got ambition, that's got all of these things. But if you don't sit down and talk to that person, you don't know that they got it. And so he was not the very talkative type. If you didn't talk to him, he didn't talk to you. So without being close to them, they didn't know him. So they weren't his biggest fans. My grandfather, God rest his soul, he said, well, I ain't got to sleep with him. He said, if you like him, I love it. Long as he treats you good, I'm okay. That's my only thing. I just want to make sure you're good. And so, and from that point forward, granddaddy was always cool. It was my grandmother and my mom initially that weren't on the field. But again, once he started showing himself and showing who he was, they was like, well, okay, all right. And I had gotten sick a couple of times in there. And so my mom saw how he stepped in and took over, and she was like, oh yeah, you good.
Right.
We got you.
Yeah.
I ain't got no worries. You go ahead. And his family, to my knowledge, has always been supportive. If there's something that they didn't tell me, so they probably told him, but
No. Straight up, no.
yeah. It was funny though. So the first interaction, well, not really the first one. He had a big family gathering at his grandmother's house, and when you go around family, you dating somebody, as the women, we was like, oh, come on, I'm gonna fix your plate, right? She looked at me. She said, "Baby, don't start nothing you ain't gonna finish." I put that plate down so quick. Said, come on, fix your plate. I knew realistically, there's not gonna be every time I'm not gonna fix your plate every
Right.
time. So I'm listening. Your grandma told me not to do it. Oh no. Put this plate. Come on, fix it. So yeah, no, that was like one of the kickers that made me always draw back to her, because his grandmother is a spitfire. She's a wealth of wisdom, and if you listen to her, she'll give you gems all the time. So yeah, she's she's the OG that I definitely listen to.
So I'm gonna go off the script a little bit because you kind of answered some of these questions, but you said something that was really interesting, like, you know, what some women are expecting or what your mom or your grandma was looking for. So what would you say to somebody who has like this list of everything?
Bump your list. Bump your list.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's certain things that you can want, but putting it on paper, that's your list. That ain't what God got for you.
Right.
So your list can say, as women, I want a man that's 6'2", dark skinned, muscular, all of that. And God gonna send you a man that's 5'7", brown skin, nothing of what you said you wanted.
All right.
But he's what you need. So it's okay to have wants, but you got to go at the end of the day with what God wants. So, and 9 times out of 10, what you want ain't what he want. That ain't what he gonna send you. So
That's true.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta respond to that. I think you summed it up very well. I would only add to it that. Nah, you summed it up well. I'm gonna go back to your parents and your family not liking me. I think at that time they couldn't see the vision because, like she said, I've always been into the arts, right? I'm a real creative person, and I learned very early on that I wouldn't necessarily be happy working for somebody else. Like entrepreneurship has always been in my family. My father was in the military and started a real estate company at the same time. So I saw that. My uncle's, he was a carpenter and basically went into real estate as well. So I grew up around that. So it was like me going and working for somebody else is not really going to truly fulfill my purpose. And like she said, I was always chasing that music dream. Like I thought it was going to come a certain way. I'm going to be a singer. I'm going to be some type of artist. I'm going to be a music producer or something like that. And it's very true. I did tell her as long as I can work somehow in the arts, I would be happy. And I didn't understand at the time how God allowed me to stay within my dream and my purpose, but how it was going to shift from, like she said, I don't directly work with music, but I work around musicians, so I'm still in music. It just evolved from you wanting to be on the stage to you being behind the scenes and making everything go together and click. So yeah, I guess even I didn't see the vision at that time, and nobody else could see it. I could just verbalize it. And again, those were some very dark times where I'd get a job and might work it 2-3 weeks, 2-3 months, and it was, no, I can't do this. I gotta go about it another way. But she continued to support. So I think they saw that and was like, yeah, he ain't no good. Until my opportunity came and I was right where I needed to be, where God placed me to be. So she articulated.
That's good.
All right. What would you say are the keys to a successful marriage?
This communication, talking.
Yeah.
Gotta have open communication. Gotta be able to have an open, honest dialect. There is no conversation that is too big or too small. For us, that's what it's been. It's just always been open communication and true listening, not necessarily listening to respond, but listening to understand and to get clarity, to seek clarity. That's my answer. I don't know what she gonna add to it.
No, that's basically it. One of the things that I've always done is when he talked, I just stopped. And it would piss him off because he was like, say something, and I'm like, no, now is not the time.
Right.
I'm the one when you're talking, I'm listening, I'm taking in what you're saying, and I have to process. Mm-hmm. He wants the response right then. Mm-hmm. That's not the way I operated. So he had to understand, okay, I got to give her time to process. Once he understood, okay, she's gonna think about it, we're gonna have to revisit this conversation. Mm-hmm. And we were able to get a resolution, but it was never to the point where if I started to respond, it always ended in an argument. So it was never to the point. I got to the point where I had to stop. I was like, okay, this is not productive. Mm-hmm. This is not productive. So in order for it to be productive, I realized, especially with my mouth, that I had to stop, because if I didn't, it was just gonna keep going back and forth, back and forth. So productive communication is always the thing.
Yeah, that's good.
One of the things we actually told a friend of ours with their relationship was, when they were arguing, put a timer, like literally, put a timer up, 2-3 minutes, let that person talk, get it all out, say what you gonna say. Don't say nothing, no matter how hard you want to say something. Don't. Mm-hmm. Let them get it all out. When they finish, then you can respond. But you can't respond angry. Can't respond angry. So either way, it's around the biggest portion, the easiest way to make your marriage work is communication. Hands down. There's some other things in there too, but communication is the driver to it all.
Right. Yeah, that was some good information right there. Real. Mm-hmm. Next question is, do you guys believe in gender roles, and how does that look within your marriage and relationship?
I would say at first, I was the one that believed in the gender roles because that's what I saw. Mm-hmm. With my grandfather was the provider. My grandfather, he cooked every now and then, but he was the provider. My grandmother, she worked, but her check was her check. She did what she wanted to do with it. He paid every bill in the house, still gave her money, still gave us money. He made sure everything was taken care of. So in my eyes, that's what I was expecting. Mm-hmm. And it didn't work that way.
No.
It didn't work that way. It didn't work that way. But what I got was I got a partner. Because there are some, what I've seen from friends and, just different things. Some men are messy. Not this wonderful one of mine. He can't take it. If something is out of place, he gonna put it in place. To the point so much where he'll move stuff and then forget where he put it. So then it's, babe, I can't stay in clutter. It's got to be put up. Well, sir, I didn't put it there. so it's like, now, mind you, okay, so I'm just gonna give a perfect example of this. In our bedroom, when you walk in our bedroom, my nightstand is the first one there. Mm-hmm. So typically, everything gets dropped on my nightstand when he come into the room. And he says, well, babe, your nightstand is always junky.
You got a bunch of stuff on your nightstand. Don't blame it on me.
No. It ain't just you. It's the kids too. Whenever I go to clean my stuff, I always have some of everybody on my nightstand. Like, why do I have kids' socks on my nightstand? They're not mine. Why do I have his bandana on mine? It's not mine. or it's something related to audio equipment or something. Mm-hmm. Why is it on my nightstand? It's not mine.
I didn't put that there.
So it's just it's something of that nature like that. So that's that's just like a quick example of some things. But he is he's
No, I can't believe in the gender roles because like she said, I am a bit OCD. I hate for things to be out of place. I grew up with a mother that she cleaned, and that it's like a childhood memory of coming in the house from school, and it was some hamburger helper on the stove, and my room was clean and the dishes was done. It was so as we got older, it was like my house is my castle. So I just always, if something's out of place, I got to clean it up. Again, it's just I feel better that way. I don't.
And the funny thing is to that, like he said, his mom cleaned every day, whereas my mother and my grandmother, it was Saturday. You know, that Saturday morning, turn the house, turn the music on, everybody get up.
Yeah.
So during the week, it was like, you know, you keep it manageable.
Right.
But Saturday morning was the clean up. Nah, this dude, he cleaned every day.
Every single day.
Every day. And it was like, yeah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. And the thing that I'm gonna keep the main areas clean, but deep cleaning every single side, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Even to this day, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But to him, I tell him now, I'll do anything that you need. I hate doing laundry. I told him that from the get go, and that's just because I grew up doing everybody's laundry. So laundry. I'll help.
And that's why I can't believe in the gender roles.
Yeah, no.
Because absolutely, I'm
Sound
doing
like somebody
laundry.
else.
But yeah, and the thing with it is, like he said, his mom was to clean the kids' rooms. Oh no, I'm not doing that either. I clean your room when you little and you can't do it. But once you get to the point where you can do it, come on in here. Come on in here. This your room. You in here. Now, I don't sleep in here. This your stuff. Everybody now when of age, when you can when you go operate the wash and the dryer, I teach you how to wash your clothes, fold them up, put them joints up yourself. The bathroom, the kids' bathroom, they clean that joint themselves. Every now and then he go in there and clean it. I'm not cleaning that. Now we got boys. My daughter, she refuses to use their bathroom. She's like, I'm using y'all bathroom. I'm not going in that bathroom, and she won't. She don't touch that bathroom. She was like, boys are disgusting, so I'm not going in that bathroom. She's like, I can use the bathroom behind Daddy because he's clean. But them, she said, them, oh no.
All right. What seasons would you say tested you guys' relationship the most, and how did you stay rooted during those times?
What seasons? This is a great question. Like she said, when we first got married, I don't think either one of us truly understood what marriage was, right? I said for a long time we probably operated as boyfriend and girlfriend, even though we were legally married. So I think we had to grow together. So what season tested us? Just a season of being very green and immature, not knowing what true commitment looked like, not knowing how to communicate with each other caused us, like she said, to probably argue a lot. I'm not gonna say we argued more than we actually got along, but when we argued, sometimes it got bad.
Never violent.
Yes,
Let me just
yes.
say that.
Thank you for
Never
the clarification. No, it's never been violent.
But words were said. Words were said.
We definitely had some shouting matches with each other. Probably push buttons just to see how far we could go. Again, not communicating. I made a lot of mistakes. She made mistakes. But like she said, it was never something like we got to figure out how to work through this, how to grow through this. You got anything you want to add to it? Like,
the biggest thing for me during that time frame where we were growing and learning each other was the time where you stepped out. Just what it was. That was my growth moment. That I had to determine, okay, I know I said we was in this thing forever, but hold on. Am I really gonna stay here? What am I doing? So to grow through that, to determine, is that who he is, or was that his lack of knowledge. And growing up around boys, and I say I have my oldest brother, and I have nothing but older cousins that are male around me. Mm-hmm. So seeing how they operated with women, I knew that was not his character. Mm-hmm. So, again, where he said before, young and dumb, as I'm pretty sure I've heard this, young, dumb, and full of cum. Mm-hmm. You make bad decisions. And the one thing, although he made the decision, it was never to a point where any person was able to come and tell me, oh, I was with your man. Mm-hmm. I was with your man. I know this intimately about him. It was never that. Mm-hmm. And I actually told him earlier on, I have a feeling this is going to happen. Again, because we got together in high school, right? And we were each other's first in a lot of things, but sex wasn't it. Mm-hmm. It's just so I, again, was growing up around all males. I knew at some point it was gonna come, just didn't know when. So that woman's intuition, it'll tell you when something's going wrong. And every time it was three times to my knowledge.
Okay.
3 times to my knowledge. You confirm the 3, and then let's not say no more.
Whatever you say.
It was 3 times. And again, young, and it was the earliest part of our relationship. So it was, okay, this is not his character. This is not him. And although it was the 3rd time is when it was just like blaring alarms, like, this ain't him. This ain't it. And it got to the point where I felt it in my spirit, in my soul, in my body. And it was always an argument every time we were around each other. Mm-hmm. And it always got where I said it, and whenever we would always go on trips, going on vacation, you're supposed to be good. Mm-hmm. We was always arguing on vacation. Mm-hmm. It's like, why on vacation? Mm-hmm. We could have done this at home. Right. Why are we arguing on vacation? And it was the last time we were on vacation where he admitted it. It's like, when you said da 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 da, well, this is why. And it was just like, okay, all right, so this is it. So it was like 3 times, baseball, 3 times, and this is it. Mm-hmm. And so I said, Lord, what am I doing? And it was literally my breakout, my cry out to God, like, what am I doing? What do you have me here? What is it? It's something here that you have that you will not break this hold. It just won't. And it's, what is it? Something's got a hold of me. That's literally what it was. And it's just like, I couldn't get him out of my spirit, out of my soul. So it was just like, no matter what, we truly had that soul tie. And it was just like, okay, all right, so if I'm going to stay with him, I can't keep bringing it up. Mm-hmm. I gotta bury it. And for a long time, he would say, well, babe, how'd you forgive me? How'd you forgive me? Because, number one, that's not your character. And no matter how bad I wanted to be mad with him, I couldn't. Mm-hmm. I couldn't. And it was like every time I would try to say, well, Lord, he did this. And God would be like, nah, I told you, gotta let that go. Told you, gotta let it go. And it was like, every time he would say, well, you did this. And I would say, but you. Okay, Lord. Okay, Lord. And it was literally, there were times where I just wanted to go in and just scream and holler, but God was like, I told you, you gotta let that go. Mm-hmm. So I had to let it go. And again, as bad as I wanted to scream, holler, and fuss, yell, all of that, that would have done nothing for him. It would have felt good to me, to release it, but I had to release it in a different way by not bringing it up, drawing it out, bringing it up, drawing it out, because that does nothing for the relationship. So especially when you get into an argument and the first thing you say, well, you used to do this, and you did this, you did that. So when you point your finger, it's 3 pointing back at you.
That's right.
So you always got to look at that, like, how is that helpful when you point out what the other person is doing? So so that was my growth moment to figure out how we were going to push forward.
And to take a deeper dive into that situation, I honestly believe how I even got to making bad decisions in that manner would be, I'm going to go back to communication and emotional abandonment. Like, again, we didn't know how to talk. We didn't know how to effectively communicate with each other. So
We did a lot of talking at each other.
right. I agree with that. And I think because, I'm feeling like I'm missing certain aspects of my wife, I'm not able to communicate with her on what I want. And it's not even like a sexual thing. It's really just communication. And I honestly believe that's how it started. And so here's a little bit of game. And all of you were married. So this is for anybody watching that may not be married. The wrong thing to do for any man is to put somebody else in your business, especially a female. And I was in a position to where I'm around a lot of people. The job that I was working with at the time, I was a crew leader on a college campus. Wrong place for a 25-year-old to be. In that situation to where, you can't necessarily communicate with your wife and you got a bunch of beautiful young women running around you, and one day you vent and they say the right thing and then it turns into a conversation and now we're friendly, and before you know it, you're making a bad decision, right? So it started out that way because, again, we didn't necessarily know how to communicate with each other. And but thank God that she forgave me. We were able to grow past that. So it was like, once you can overcome that, you can overcome anything. Like, what else can it be? Like,
Right.
So
That's good.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Nico from The Bunch. Thank you for listening to part 1 of Love and Marriage with the McLean's. We'll be back next Friday with part 2. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment.